गया उसे खोया नहीं करते। सफलता की जिंदगी में उन्हीं को मिलती है जो वक्त और हालात पे कभी रोया नहीं करते। A very charmful and splendid good morning to all. This is Niti Shubham and I am very glad to see me as a host. You all are gathered here after qualifying in semi-finale round. Now you all are grand finalists. So give a huge round of applause for yourselves. As we all know that the DIIT British English organized speech competition as a function, or we can say that as a festival. And according to me, the one and only reason behind it to boost up our confidence level. And when you before joining this student, many students are like they are not able to speak a single word. But after joining this institute, many students are placed in a reputed company, or we can say that in their dream company. Now I would like to call a person. We can say that he is a handsome, dashing, or we can say that more energetic. He doesn't require any kind of energy. He is able to speak continuously a day. Can you guess who is he? Yeah, he is none other than Mr. Sergei Yadav. So give a huge round of applause for him.
Hello my dear comrades. Hello friends. कहते हैं हवा में ताश का महल नहीं बनता, हवा में ताश का महल नहीं बनता, और रोने से बिगड़ा मुकद्दर नहीं बनता, और रोने से बिगड़ा मुकद्दर नहीं बनता। दुनिया जीतने का हौसला रख ऐ मेरे दोस्त, क्योंकि कोई एक जीत से कोई सिकंदर नहीं बनता। Actually, my dear friends, today when I was wake up in the morning, I saw the sun is very bright. Really, after spending some time, I realized that really no one is going to beat our sun. But when I reached in Muzaffarpur, after then I reached the DIIT British English class. नाम तो सुना ही होगा आप लोगों ने. I saw and I realized that really sun is very bright and shiny, but not bright as your beautiful faces and not bright as your handsome faces. Well, my excellency and highness, as well as my dear comrades, first of all, in the name of God, in the name of Allah, who is most kind and most merciful, my heart would love to wish you have a dhinchak, have a classical, and have a melodious, as well as silky good morning to all of you from bottom of my heart, from core of my heart. Let me introduce myself. Yes, my dear comrades, I am going to introduce myself, Mr. Sergei Yadav. नाम तो सुना ही होगा. Yeah, I am the Sergei Yadav, and today I am going to initiate this program. Really, I feel very privileged, honored to be host in this auspicious day. My dear friends, I would like to give my $1 million thanks for my mentor, because he has given me precious and golden opportunity to initiate this program. Dear comrades, as we know, today we all are gathered here for the grand finale, for the speech competition. And today, someone is going to take a prize, someone is not. But you are in grand finale round. This is your prize. And this is enough for you, my dear friends. So please believe in your hope and never ever try to lose your hope. Okay? So, I would like to call my host, Nitish Suman, please come. And please stand up because it's time for national anthem. Okay, my dear friends, before starting this session, I would like to say something. Please make your seat in your comfortable zone, as well as please turn up your mobile phone. And being an initiator, it's my responsibility to call the all participators one by one, and it's your responsibility to maintain the all dignity of the DIIT British English class. Because, my dear, without your cooperation, there is no any successful operation. So, I would like to call my co-anchor. So please come and call our mentor.
Wow, what an energetic introduction given by him. So give a huge round of clap for our co-anchor, Mr. Sergei. Now it's time to call our mentor, or we can say that the director of DIIT British English. But according to me, for every student, he is a best motivator, a best guider, a best supporter, and many more things. If I'm talking about his journey, then we should admire from him like how he becomes zero to hero now, and he never lose his patience level in field of English. And as a result of that, we can see that he is one of the best teacher in DIIT in Muzaffarpur. So without wasting our time, I would like to call our mentor. So please give a huge round of clap for our mentor.
And I also want to say something for our mentor. When I was joined the DIT, I was nothing in the field of English. And because of this person, I am here to initiate this program. As well as because of this person, I am able to do something in the IT sector. I am the associate Salesforce developer at the Epic round. You can say that I am the software developer because of this person. According to me, this is my creator of future. As well as, dear friends, I am speechless. I don't have any words for this person. So please make a crowd for one and only Mr. Sanjeet Kumar Singh.
So, are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
How is your Josh? How is your Josh? How is your Josh? Are you really ready?
Yes, sir.
What about your confidence level?
Hi, sir.
Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I will not take too much time to you because today's time is for you and you are going to just rock today, and I don't know that how are you going to rock, but it is very important that you shouldn't have to go with negative thoughts. If you are going with negative and if you are thinking negative, then definitely you will be demoralized, and when you will be demoralized, then definitely your all problem will come automatically, because you know very well that most of the marks which you are going to get, and you are going to get with the help of body language. So it is very important that you have to focus on that area. As I have told you that the duration of a speech has been increased from 3 minutes to 5 minutes today, and within 5 minutes you have to do each and everything. So I would like to tell you that you have to tell your content within 3 minutes. After 3 minutes you will listen well, and then after you will get 2 minutes to conclude whole session. And I hope that you all will just do better. And one thing I must tell you, what I always tell you and during the classes also, that please focus on those areas from where you are going to get marks, like eye contact, like hand movement, like voice and manner. These all parts are there by which you can get marks. And today's topic is, it is not little bit tough, not little bit easy also. And if you know, then definitely you can speak, because war always occurs within the country, within our village also, within our family also. And now there is a war which is also going on in between two countries, and lots of countries are affected due to that war, and we are also affected by directly or indirectly, you can say anything. So this is very important that the topic on which you are going to speak, you have to just focus on that topic, that what is the main motto behind it, why has this war occurred, and is there any solution? Do you find any solution behind it? Will it be going to be end, or we are expecting that third world war will come? We are also expecting like that. Even America, some countries are telling that America is also supporting indirectly, and NATO is also there. So if the war will not be end, then definitely the world will have to face lots of problems, because at present we have lots of nuclear power, atomic missiles, and if that missile will be used during war, then all the world will have to face problem. Even we are also going to face problem. We don't know that where will that bomb be attacked by that countries. But one thing I must tell you, that while you will speak, you don't have to lose your patience. One thing I must tell you, that if you are going to forget anything, you don't have to show your nervousness. You have to just skip that point, and you will speak very well. And you know very well that competition is the way by which we can just we get confidence level, because the DIIT British English always just take this type of competition, and this type of competition always surprise me. Those students who are not able to speak, they also just try to speak, and when you are going to face podium as well as media, then definitely you will boost up your confidence level if you are able to speak in front of juniors, seniors, ex-students, organizers, and after that those students who will be selected for surprise round, they will have to also go through that round where the questions will be asked by someone, and you have to give answer confidently. But in spite of all things, prize doesn't matter. The matter is that you are the part of the grand finale. This is the biggest prize for each and everyone. I also faced lots of problem. When I was learning English, I also participated in a speech competition, and after 4 or 5 times I got one prize, and that prize was third prize. And I was very happy with that prize, that being a government school student, being a Bihar board student, if I was able to get third prize after 4 or 5 rounds, then definitely I was very happy and I was very satisfied. And after that, I just did lots of things for English, and now I am here and I am able to teach someone. One thing I must tell you, that competition. It is said that life is full of competition, and competition is not only in the market. Competition is everywhere. Competition is also in our family also. We have a competition with our brothers and sisters. If my brother is doing like that, if I am not doing, there is a competition between that. Man is a, you can say that the nature of man is a copy nature. If we are going to copy, then definitely we are going to do something. But the matter is that you are going to copy positive or negative. This is up to you that. And I would like to tell you that please focus what you want to do. And if you are going to focus yourself, then definitely you can do something. So it is very important that you will have to just focus on your topic and you will speak confidently. You don't have to lose your confidence level. And I hope that if you are the part of grand finale, there is something in you. That's why you are just here, and you have just defeated those students who just participated in audition now. After that, who were selected for semi-finale, and now you are the part of grand finale. So top 32s are there. Out of that, 2 or 3 students are absent, but all are present. I am very happy, and you all are just cooperating us. So without wasting our time, we should start now, and best of luck to you all, and you will just, I am 100% sure that you all will just rock today. Thank you.
Before moving forward, I want to say something about our mentor. Today I am here because of his. Now I am able to crack any kind of interview in any MNCs. Even I got selected in 2 or 3 companies also. That's why I am written. जब गिरने लगे हमें उठाया है आपने, जब गिरने लगे हमें उठाया है आपने, मंजिल की ओर हमें बढ़ाया है आपने। अनजान थे हम खुद की काबिलियत से, अनजान थे हम खुद की काबिलियत से, हमें खुद से वाकिफ कराया है आपने।
So let's start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am going to invite our first speaker of the day. He is one of the clusters of stars, as well as he is a man of words. Yes, my dear friends, he is none other than one and only Mr. Satyam Kumar. So please put your hands together for Satyam.
Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Today we have our grand finale session, and I am going to talk about the topic which is war between Russia and Ukraine. Before saying anything, an Indian diplomat has said that the friendship with enemy, if Americans are your enemy, that's better for you. But if Americans are your friends, that's more dangerous for you. Why I am saying this? I will start my speech and then you will be able to understand. It seems like that the Russians have attacked the Ukraine for a few reasons, like that they want to be the captures. They have been saying that we have a red line in our region. That means that no one should violate those red lines, like America wants Ukraine to join NATO, but different thoughts from Russia, that because Russia don't have any natural boundaries which separates that country from the European plates like countries. If you see India, we have the Himalayan range which bifurcates us from the Asian plains. But if we look at the Russia, there is no such natural boundaries which bifurcates them. So they want few buffer countries around their borders, for that who supports our their integrity and nationalism of the Russians. Another reason is that Ukraine shares the same cultural and the linguistic background which Russia has. These are the few things which, other than these, like the Russia don't have the hot water ports for the transportation with the different parts of the world. Like they have the very biggest problem after this war is the Siberia, which is the one of the coldest places of the world, and due to global warming, these areas have been violated by the global warming, so that they don't have the much more reason to set up the factories and defense mechanism of their own country. So they want more buffer land from Ukrainian sides, and these are the few things why Russia have attacked. But if you look at the condition of Ukraine during the war, that they have been not just be able to fight with Russia for 59 days, today is the 59th day, but without any hesitation they have been completely against the Russian forces. They have been blocking them from entering their capitals, and they are working with those circumstances with the very vast, and the president has been one of the most integral part of their army forces, because he has been contacting every part of the world's leaders for the help, and there are many key players in these who are helping. Like if you look at the NATO forces, they have been saying that we will not give you the forces, but if you want financial support, so they are giving missiles to the systems for the argument with the Russian forces. And another that Germany has also given some war helmets to the Ukraine, and there are European unions who have been helping financially, and they have put sanctions on the Russians so that they should be fear in what they are going to face after these wars. And there is no any debate or speech can be concluded of geopolitics without Indian help and without Indian presence over there. India has been clear from the first day that we are not going to take anyone's side. We don't support war, and we expect that every city, both the countries should stop the ceasefire, and they should sit on the diplomatic chairs. And another than that, India said our first priority is to remove our citizens from the war zone. So they have launched the Operation Ganga, and they have evacuated more than 20,000 people over those landmass of the war. But these are the things which have India taken. But this war has a huge impact on our economy, because it seems like that the sunflower oils which India imports are maximum from the Ukraine, and for the gas pipeline system, Ukraine chipset from the India imports chips from the Ukraine. These are the few things which India has been focusing for the war, that they should be in our priority. And Russia is one of the key suppliers of our defense sector. This shows that how Russia is important for India. And on the other side, the Quad is also there, so that India has been the key player in that. And it seems like that India has been able to settle everything well with everyone. That's all from my side. Thank you.
The way he delivered his speech is really awesome. Like he is elaborating all the points which is going to happen between Russia and Ukraine. So give a huge round of applause for him.
Okay. I'm going to invite. She is born for the express, not born for the impressed. As well as she has lots of data about this topic. She is none other than one and only Miss Priya Pallavi. So please put your hands together for Priya Pallavi.
Firstly, a warm good morning for sir and my dear friends. Today we are present here for grand finale round, and we have the topic the war between Russia and Ukraine. It is the war between Russia and Ukraine started after 1991. Before, at 1991, the Russia and Ukraine the part of the USSR, where they are one country before 1991, and at 1991 the USSR divided into 15 small countries. The Russia is the biggest country, and the 14 other small countries are Ukraine, Russia, Kazakhstan, Latvia, Belarus, and many more countries. They are the small countries which are divided from USSR, and these are the small countries which are the part of USSR before 1991. Russia always wanted to capture Ukraine because there is a reason behind it. Because Ukraine is situated in a part where it is most of its part is in European countries, and some of its eastern part in European countries, and its western part is in Russia is attached to the western part. So Russia wanted that if Ukraine become a part of my country, then it is better for us, and then the European countries become weaker and we become more powerful. As in 2014, so Russia attacked Crimea, and he captured the Crimea, which is the part of Ukraine also. And Crimea is also a source of natural gases, so it affects Russia a lot, and it provided a lot of sources to the Russia, and it become very good for Russia that Crimea is getting captured by them. After that, they wanted to capture the eastern and western part of Ukraine. That is the western part is also divided in two parts: the Donbass and Luhansk part, which is together known as Donbass region. The Russia wanted to capture Donbass region as they are become more powerful in this world, and they will show their more power in this world. As Donbass region, there are separatists which live there, and they are also living there. Lastly, I am concluding my speech by what are the effects of the war between Russia and Ukraine on our country. As we know that India is 14,000 kilometers apart from Russia and Ukraine, but we are directly or indirectly affected by this war. We are just getting affected by this war in many ways. As we are 86% of our defense equipment are borrowed from Russia, and Europe is third trading partner of our country, and so we are affected by both the ways. If we are going to support Russia, we are affected. If we are supporting European countries or Ukraine, we are affected. So we are affected in many ways. As we are 1.89 million ton of cooking oil are exporting from the European countries, and 84% of natural gases and sunflower oil are obtaining from Ukraine. So we are the country that we are borrowing everything from the European countries and the Russia. So we are directly or indirectly affected by them. Thank you.
As we studied, Sergei said that she has millions of data. Really, she has millions of data. On a scale of 1 to 10, she is an 11. So give a huge round of applause for her.
Dear comrades, difficult roads often leads a beautiful destination. Difficult roads often leads a beautiful destination. I am going to invite, he is the man of art, he is the man of emotion, as well as he is the man of word. Yes, dear friends, he is none other than one and only Mr. Vikas Kumar. So please give a huge round of applause for Vikas.
मर जाता है हृदय का विश्वास, जब युद्ध लाता है इतना ज्यादा विनाश। मानवता भी शर्मा जाती है जब इंसान ही इंसान का करता है विनाश। A very charming and splendid good morning to our honorable sir, respected senior, loving junior, and my dear friend. At first, I would like to give thanks to our sir who has given me a golden opportunity to speak something on the topic the war between Ukraine and Russia. At first I like to say thanks to our mentor, our anchor who had invited me to on this place. So friend, what I am going to speak, listen it carefully. Before I like to talk about the war between Ukraine and Russia, I would like to say that the war is not the final solution of any dispute and problem. War brings only a lot of destruction and only destruction. Good understanding people like to sit on the table conference and solve their problems. The issue between Ukraine and Russia is that Russia and Ukraine are currently in a state of war. When the president, I like to say that about the Ukraine. Ukraine is a small country which is surrounded by many countries like Russia, Poland, and surrounded by Black Sea and many other countries. The current president of Ukraine is Volodymyr Zelenskyy. He was a young guy and young president. He was also a former comedian and he is a pro-American president and anti-Russian president. Now I'd like to talk about Mr. Putin and Russia. Russia is a very big country and the current president of Russia is Vladimir Putin. He is also active in politics for a very long time. He elected as a president for many times. He also worked as a prime minister of Russia. Before incoming the politics, he was a spy director in KGB. And I would like to say that Russia and Ukraine are currently in a state of war. When the President Putin in 24 February 2022 launched a large-scale invasion on the Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine are surviving to each other since 1991 when the Ukraine got independence. Both before 1991, the Ukraine are the major part of Russia, and when the things got wrong, when the Ukraine asked to President US President Biden that when he allowed Ukraine to join NATO, that's made Russia angry, Putin angry, and because no country like that, his enemy country came to his neighbor and make a military space and keep a eye glance on it. So the Russian president decided to attack on Ukraine. Lastly, I would like to say that Ukraine and Russia are the part of USSR. Both they share their culture, their languages even. Many people of the Russia go to Ukraine for job, and many people of the Ukraine came to Russia for job. They share their culture. Many relatives of them related to each other country. Now I like to say that America was the mastermind of this war because he tried to weak the Russia, because Russia is one of the country who can directly fight with eye contact to America. When directly contact to America. So America used Ukraine as a puppet and start a war and start a help like military weapons to elaborate the war in for long time. If the war going for long time, the Russia will lose their economy and downfall. Lastly, I would like to say that war is not the final solution of this. War always bring lot of destruction. Many people got war brings lot of poverty. War brings lot of diseases and many more things. So I like to say that last thing that the किसी भी समस्या का समाधान सबसे अच्छा तरीका है कि बातों से इसको सुलझाया जाए. And thanks to all of you to listen my speech.
Wow, what a miracle speech given by Mr. Vikas. So please give a huge round of applause for Vikas. My dear, please hold your breath because I am going to invite. He is one of the handsome hunk in the DIIT, as well as he is the very funniest guy in the DIIT, and he is famous for the style of Himesh Reshammiya, as well as he is one of my favorite. Yes, my dear friends, he is none other than one and only Mr. Vipul Kumar. So please put your hands together for Vipul.
So, very good morning to you all, respected sir and all my dear friends. I am Vipul and I am very excited and I welcome you all in this excited and thrilling grand finale. And a special regards to our honorable sir who gifted me such a golden opportunity to express myself on a special occasion of grand finale. And today we have a very disquieting and trending topic. That is, and this is a topic of whole world concern. This topic is the war between Russia and Ukraine. So basically it started on February 24, where the President Vladimir Putin just give large scale attack on Ukraine, and it was quite shocking because after so many years, so many decades, the European country started a large scale fight. So the thing started when the current president of Ukraine, Mr. Zelenskyy, selected as a president on 2019, and after that they conveyed their thoughts to Mr. President of America, Joe Biden, to just join the NATO. So basically, what is NATO? The question arises. NATO is basically it means that North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It is a military alliance where 30 country is associated and connected with this alliance. And this is very, we can say that in now era this is very powerful alliance. So what the alliance of NATO, there is a law on Article 5 say that if any country attacked on NATO member, it will consider that they attack on whole NATO organization, and the whole country will take action against the invaders. So the first question arises that why Ukraine want to join the NATO. To understand this thing, we should firstly understand the history of Russia and Ukraine. Before 1917, Russia and Ukraine was a part of Russian Empire. After the breakdown of after the starting of Russian revolution, just due to Russian revolution, the Russian empire break down. So after this, the Ukraine become an independent country, and apart from this, the Russia and many countries made an organization that is known as Warsaw Pact. This is against the NATO. So here is a many conclusion that we can say that this war impacted all over the world, and it also impacted the Indians, and he also just saw the many challenges of Indian government. The first thing is that it's due to this war there is oil price, double oils, and many things, gas, their price is went to a skyrocketing. So the price of this commodities we are going to high, and now still it is very high, and it is going high day by day, and we can see their effect on our country where petrol and diesel prices rise. A second thing is that Russia and Ukraine is also important for we can say that is the butter basket of world, because it export 30% of weight in all over the world. Suppose if just stop the weight, America, USA and India will manage. What about another country? It make very serious conditions, and it also raises one of the main challenges about medical students. It just so that there are so many students of India went there, Ukraine and Poland to study of medical, and it is so that lackness of the policy of our government, and there is a loophole, and the government must try to just find out the solution of why the medical students are going to outside because our medical study is very expensive. So, and another aspect I want to just tell you that what is not the solutions, negotiation is very important. That's all I do. Thank you.
Really he rocked the show, and I think that he is a strong contestant of the best performer award. So again, please put your hands together for people.
Now I would like to call a girl. She is bubbly, or we can say that she is shining star of DIIT British English, and she is none other than Miss Rakhi Kumari. So get a loud clap for her.
So respected sir, my dear friends, good morning to all of you. A girl who is standing behind this podium, this Miss Rakhi Kumari from 10:30 AM batch. Today I am very happy because I am going to speak something about war between Russia and Ukraine. And we all know that it is happening nowadays. So friends, what I am going to speak, listen carefully. And again, thank you sir who has given me this golden opportunity to speak something about this topic for a grand finale. So I am starting my speech. Before starting my speech, I want to say that what is the issue between Russia and Ukraine. So Russia and Ukraine are currently in a state of war. But on February 24, 2022, Russia's president Vladimir Putin, we all know that Russia's president is Vladimir Putin, launched a large-scale invasion of the Ukraine. And Russia and Ukraine has been hostile to each other since Ukraine's independence in 1991. Before 1991, Ukraine was an important part of Russia's empire. So you think that what happened there, their relation was marvelous, admirable. Then what happened? They have become like enemies nowadays. So the situation got out of control in 2021. The Ukraine's president I want to say that the current president of Ukraine was elected in 2019, and in January 21st, he appealed to US president, and we all know that the US president of Joe Biden. So he appealed to Joe Biden, let's Ukraine join NATO, because which was promised in May to Ukraine in 2008. So following this, Russia started to sending troops its near of Ukraine and saying it's a training exercise. But on February 24, we can say that he launched an invasion of the Ukraine. So second thing that I want to say that what is NATO? So I want to say that the full form of NATO. So North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the Hindi meaning of NATO is Uttari Atlantic Sandhi Sangathan. So I want to say that what is the role of NATO? So NATO is the military alliance which is included in 30 member state countries, and which of the 28 countries of European countries and 2 is the North European countries. So I want to say that what is the fundamental or goal of the NATO? So the fundamental goal of NATO is to safety guard of aliens' freedom and security by the politics military means. And I want to say that what is the official language of NATO? So there are only 2 languages. First is English and second thing is French. So I want to say that the status of NATO. So status of NATO 4 April 1949, year ended in World War III. And yeah, lastly I would like to say that if any types of problem facing, we can say that war. So war is facing Russia and Ukraine. So it will be possible that third war will be happen if any country will support Russia and any country support with Ukraine. So I want to say that which nation will support Ukraine and which nation support Russia. So firstly, I want to clear out which nation support Russia. So they are the Armenia, Cuba and Tajikistan. They are the more country who is only standing support of the Russia's government. So secondly, I want to say that which nation supports Ukraine. So we all know about of NATO. I explained you, but I want to say that the NATO, including the members, United States, United Kingdom, and the many more are countries. We can say that France also the support of only lending support of the Ukraine government. And now, it's the second thing is that if war will be happen, so their result will be fatal. Because if war will be happen, not only face that country, means not face only Russia, not face only Ukraine, we are also facing a lots of problem. We can say that whole the world are facing a lots of problem. For example, share market will be down. Is the first reason. Second thing is that petrol rate will be high, and then more things which will be face a lots of problem in this war. So I am saying something about of Ukraine's presidents. Their decisions are marvelous. Their braveness is marvelous because they are facing lots of problem. War is a very fatal for there, but he never accept their defeat. He say that I am always there for my soldiers. I will face this problem. And secondly, I want to say that Russia's determination is marvelous. His thinking power is marvelous because in this war we learn this. That is, if you have a thinking power, if you have a knowledge, if you want to do something in your life, so you can win not only the country, you can win the whole the world. So that's about it. Thank you to listen to my speech.
Wow, what a amazing speech delivered by her. She is capable to hold everyone against her likes. Her voice is really very loud. So get a loud clap for her.
Okay, my dear comrades, I am going to ask one question which is related in your institute. Yes. Okay. And if you will give an answer, then you will take this beautiful prize. Okay? You all are ready? Yes. Okay. You have to only raise your hand, okay? After then, I will ask. How many batches are selected for grand finale? That's a 4. So please clap for Priya Pallavi. Okay. Again, I am going to ask one question which is related with your topic. And I am going to select who is able to reply this question. Okay. You, please. Stand up. Who is the Prime Minister of Bihar?
So Mr. Narendra Modi.
What?
Mr. Narendra Modi.
Mr. Narendra Modi. Sir, she told Mr. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of Bihar. This is true? Yes. Yes?
Definitely.
Definitely yes.
Out.
It's a part of India, definitely. If you talk about the Bihar, then definitely Mr. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of Bihar.
Then who said no?
Many of the students said no.
Definitely, she is right. Because Bihar is also part of our country.
But there is no post like the Prime Minister of Bihar.
There is no post. Okay, maybe I am wrong. So then I will have to help with our mentor. So please, sir, she is right or wrong?
Right, sir.
She is right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Sir, what about
If there is person, then definitely there should be answer.
Then
If I ask
that
There
also
should
the
be
Prime
person,
Minister
but
of
there
Bihar
should be answer. What they got
I ask you, who
This question is asked only for checking your presence of mind.
why I ask? Because I want to know that when I ask a question on that time, how you are able to give a reply, how are you able to give this answer. That's why I asked. So original question is that who is the president of Ukraine? Please raise your hand. Basim. Ukraine. Okay, thank
You
you.
have to only raise your hand. Don't give answer.
Okay, please wait. Sit down. Okay, I'm going to invite. He is very active and attractive. Yes, my dear friends, please give a red carpet welcoming for one and only Mr. Shivam Kumar Singh. Please put your hands together for Shivam.
Good morning, respected sir, respected initiatives, and all the dear audience. I am Shivam Kumar Singh, standing behind the podium. As we all know that today is the grand finale session, and the topic is war between Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, this is the major topic which is a major debating topic in not only India, in all over the world. If when I start my topic about my topic, then we have to know that what is the cause and what is the reason that the war between Russia and Ukraine has risen. So the major cause is that Ukraine recently in recent days Ukraine decided to join the NATO, and because of joining NATO, the Russia get angry. This is one of the cause war between Russia and Ukraine. And this reason, because why this reason arises, because there are many there are 30 countries in NATO. So one of it is there America, and America wants the war between Ukraine and Russia. So he wants Ukraine to join the NATO, because if the Ukraine will join the NATO, then they will be able to go in the side of Russia, and if they will be able to go in the side of Russia, then it will definitely, they will try to attack on their constitution, on their cultures and all. So by this, they are the America tries to do the war between Russia and Ukraine. So this is one of the major reason, and because of war today, not only India, in all over the world, all are facing lots of problems, and the problems are in indirect and direct manner. We are facing many problems, as increasing the rates of oil, and many of the countries are facing many another types of problems, and if this war will goes on, then definitely one of these two countries will be destroyed. And don't think that one of the country will be destroyed, then we don't think that we are not there, because if one of the country will be destroyed, then definitely we all have to face many of the problems. So at last I wanted to say that the war should be not continue. I want to say that only that if we want that the war should be stopped, that's reality, that if the war will go on, then I think one of the country will be destroyed, and if one of the country will be destroyed, then we all have to face major problems, many of the problems, because indirectly we are also connected with the countries. And thank you.
I think he is elaborating all the point which is happening. It looks like that he really works hard today. So get a loud clap for her. Please welcome.
Okay, my dear comrades, please again hold your breath. We all know very well, no one is perfect in this world. Am I right now? But whom I am going to call, he is Mr. Perfect. He is the perfect in English, as well as he is the perfect in BPSC, UPSC, what's general competition, as well as he is so much connected with our society. Yes, he is none other than one and only Mr. Gunjan Krishnan. Please put your hands together for Gunjan Krishnan.
Good morning, all of you. And first of all, I want to say thank you to sir, our anchors, Mr. Rishikesh Yadav and Miss Shubha. Friends, we all know that today is our grand finale round, and we all are gathered here to discuss on the topic, the war between Russia and Ukraine. Friends, we all are human, and the nature of human is that we have a lots of history of the war. Humans is also known as for war. We have fought many wars, our ancestors fought many wars, but we never learned lesson to the war. We never learned what is the impact of war. We think that the solution of every problem is war. We always try to solve our all problems with the help of war. But what do you think that? Is it really the solution of all problems? I think that this is not. Because war cannot be the solution of any problems. Any problems. Because war creates only problems and problems. And nowadays, a war is also going on in the world. I am talking about the war between Russia and Ukraine. When we talking about the causes of war, then we got that the war between Russia and Ukraine is that Russia does not want to include Ukraine in the Nato. When I talk about Nato, absolutely a question is created in your mind that what is the Nato? Then friends, NATO is the organization. The NATO is a stand for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It is started in 1949 after the Second World War. According to the NATO, Article 17, there was an article that in the earlier there are 12 countries are included in NATO. But nowadays it increased and it's 30 countries included in NATO. There is an article in the NATO that if a country attack on any country of the NATO, then whole country will attack on the NATO. Attack on that country. So Russia does not want to include the Ukraine in the NATO, because when Ukraine included in the NATO, it's become danger for the Russia. Because we all know that the relationship between Russia and Ukraine is not so good, and it is very dangerous for Russia. And another thing is that Ukraine, we should always remember a statement that we can change our friend, but we can't change our neighbors. And here I think that Ukraine is doing something wrong, because first of all we should be make better relationship between our friends, not the others. Here Ukraine is for making relationship to United States. Ukraine is losing the relationship of America, and nowadays this war is impact the whole world. For this war not only affect the citizen of Ukraine, the citizen of Russia is facing the problem, but also the whole world is facing the problem because of this war. And when we talking about the India, it is also becomes the problem for India. Nowadays, all countries inside either Russia or America. Then India have also becomes a problem. And I am proud of my leaders that our leaders selected that India becomes neutral. Lastly, I conclude my speech that war is not the solution of any problems. It creates only problems and problems. So the whole country should be lesson our the previous day, and we should be live peacefully. Thank you for my.
Wow, what an amazing speech delivered by Mr. Krishnan. As Mr. Sergei said that he cracked UPSC, BPSC, really this guy has millions of data. If he start speaking on any topic, then he really speak whole day without taking any kind of break. So give a huge round of applause for him.
My dear friends, I am going to invite She is beautiful flower in the DIIT galaxy, as well as she is one of the fashionista girl in DIIT. Can you tell me who is she? Let's see. My dear comrades, she is none other than one and only Miss Muskan. So please put your hands together for Muskan.
Good morning, sir, and all my dear friends. I am Muskan. Today I am here to deliver a speech on topic war between Russia and Ukraine. War used to happen before, they still happen today. Today there is a war between Russia and Ukraine for several days in a row, due to which both the countries are suffering a lot of problems. War does not beneficial to any country. War is not the solution to any problem. The solution to any problem is possible only through DIIT. The biggest loss of any country due to war is the most financial. The citizen of the country has bear the loss. The main reason for Russia and Ukraine is not to include Ukraine NATO. What is NATO? First of all, North Atlantic Treaty of Organization, which was started in the year of 1949. The number of countries in NATO was 12 earlier, which has increased to 30. War does not confuse any positive reason. War retreat from in all respect. War always brings destruction. The main cause of war are reason, economic reason, religious, cultural reason. War causes maximum loss of life and property. Both the countries suffer in war, to which takes many centuries to compensate it. Genesis effects of war. The heat between Russia and Ukraine affect a former Soviet republic have an existence for a decent amount of time. They began to isolate out of control early in 2021. These Russia is highly frustrated, which began sending soldiers near the Ukrainian border for training exercise in the spring of last year. 24 February 2022, the European war was started. Russia wants a legally enforceable promise from the US that NATO force will not conduct in any military operation in Eastern Europe. Lastly, conclusion to this effects, the United Nations and its institution, basically the instruction, the UN securities that the fact that the international organization appealed to the Russian government in the name of humanity to stop the war, reflect the weakness of its role. Therefore, lastly, I would like to say that war never should be done. Thank you.
Really stunning performance given by Miss Muskan. So again, please put your hands together for Miss Muskan.
Now, again, I would like to call a girl. She is active as well as attractive, or we can say that she is the shining star of the DIIT British English, and she is none other than Miss Shrinkla Chauhan. So get a loud clap for her.
A very charming and splendid good morning to our respected sir, our anchor, co-anchor, and my dear friends. At first, I would like to give thanks to our sir who gave me this golden opportunity. So friends, a girl who is standing behind the podium, this is Shrinkla Chauhan from 7:30 a.m. batch. Now I am going to speak something about war between Ukraine and Russia. Please try to listen carefully. What is war? If a state of fighting countries or groups within countries a state of fighting countries and groups within countries using weapons and armies or very aggressive competition between group of people, companies and countries are called war. Now I am going to speak something about war between Ukraine and Russia. Some history. World War II will lasted from 1 September 1939 to 2nd September 1945. There were two superpowers in it. First is USA and second is USSR. Ukraine is the part of previous USSR. In 1991, when USSR was broken up, the many countries parted of them. Ukraine is also one of them. When Ukraine is the part of USSR, what is the reason between war in these two countries? Let me explain. NATO is considered to be the biggest reason for this war between Ukraine and Russia. Full form of NATO is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. There are 30 countries in NATO. 27 are mainly located in Europe, and 2 in North America and 1 in Asia. The main reason for this war is that Ukraine wants to join NATO, but Russia doesn't want to do it happen. In fact, whenever there is a war, it brings some negative effect with itself, and not for only those countries who are fighting, also all around the world. And this war between Ukraine and Russia is also not different, and it impacts India in many aspects. Like a few days ago, an Indian student shot down in Ukraine. Among Indian people in Ukraine, among Indian people in Ukraine, thousands are students pursuing MBBS courses in Western countries. Conclusion. At last but not least, I would like to conclude my speech, and I want to say that the USA and the Western country may be able to dialogical between the Rus and the West. Thank you.
The way she delivered her speech is really very good. So get a loud clap for her. Before moving forward, it's time for some fun, or we can say that it's time to refresh your mind. So don't take it otherwise. अर्ज किया है जब देखा उन्होंने तिरछी नजर से कसम खुदा की मदहोश हो गए हम। जब देखा उन्होंने तिरछी नजर से कसम खुदा की मदहोश हो गए हम, पर जब पता चला नजर परमानेंट तिरछी है, वहीं खड़े खड़े बेहोश हो गए हम।
My dear friends, okay, so I would like to say one couplet. Tum फिर थी. Okay, let it be. I will tell. I will tell after some minutes. Okay. I would like to call. He is very talented, as well as he is very attractive. Yes, my dear friends, he is none other than one and only Mr. Aryan. So please put your hands together for Aryan.
A very, very charming and splendid good morning to our respected sir and all my dear friends. At first, I would like to thank to our respected sir who has given me an opportunity to speak something about the war between Russia and Ukraine. So friends, what I am going to speak, please try to listen carefully. War scares us all. War scares us all. We only try to know that what was in their mind. A child may not be understand the terms understand the terms like nuclear attack, World War III, sellings, raids, etc. But get exposed to them. But getting exposed to them, it is always said that such terms like innocently will do not good. It is always said that a child should proper education. And adequate education comes with age and understanding. But what shapes a child is a right dimension of education. Then I would like to go to the next topic. What is NATO? NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization is known as NATO, is a military alliance of 28 European countries and 2 North American countries. It is established on April 4, 1949 after the World War II. So friends, I go to our next topic. Is Indian student was killed in Ukraine? Yes, 6 days into the war, Indian student 6 days into the war, a student was killed student from Karnataka was killed. A 21-year-old student, Indian medical student in the eastern Ukraine in the Kyiv was killed near the Russian border. Is the country's first casualty in the war. Which nation supports Russia? Armenia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Romania, and it supports the Russian government. Directly, indirectly, India also supports the Russian government. The president of Russia is Vladimir Putin, and the president of Ukraine is Volodymyr Zelenskyy. So, and there is a high-level meetings there is a top meetings arrangement to make a citizen back to the motherland. So, friends, I would like to say that we are in for 100 years or 60 years in the world. So we do not fight with any other countries. Thank you.
This boy is just like a chota packet bada dhamaka. So get a loud clap for him.
Okay, my dear friends, I am going to invite. He is the handsome hunk, as well as when he comes with the swag. Yes, see, he is none other than one and only Mr. Umang Vibhor. So please put your hands together for Umang.
Very, very charming and splendid. Good morning to our respected anchors and all my dear friends. Today I have got a topic war between Russia and Ukraine. So friends, what I am going to tell you, please try to listen carefully. War is a war frenzy is traditional. If a spark is start, so thousands of winds are blowing. That's Russia and Ukraine war is very complicated because the Ukraine is the part of Russia in before 1991 because it's an integral part and it's a neighborhood. But I try to but Russia tried to not join the Ukraine to NATO. NATO is a not Atlantic Treaty Organization. Is the group of 30 countries, including the US, Germany, France, and I am telling you what the reason of Russia and Ukraine crisis. This Ukraine is very weak leader, just like Vladimir Zelenskyy. But I tell you, he is good, but he is stupid because it is not a good bomb and all the things, but he good and war with Russia because this is a military type of mindset. You are not able to fight for a big country, so you not go to the because you arrange the missile and all the things just like atom bomb. That's you have that's you go to the war with Russia. And it is good for it is good for Russia. Russia captured Ukraine because I because as an Indian I also captured Pakistan, Bangladesh because it is an integral part of our India. That's and China is also captured will be 2022 and last year Taiwan because I am telling you because I always try to the best for our country and I try to the because Akhand Bharat and because this is all good for our country. I try to the best for I'm not try but our leaders is try to the best to the build the our India to the Akhand Bharat. That's 15 to 30 years. And lastly, I conclude by saying war is not a permanent solution. As an Indian, we are always processed to type of ahimsa paramo dharma because we are our Mahatma Gandhi was telling us because you captured the eye of to the whole world is blind because that is my thinking and I think that Russia to stop this war and solution is you are powerful. Solution is every country and every world. You stop the war is you always ready for the war. Thank you.
Okay. So please again give a huge round of applause for Umang Vibhor. My dear friends, lots of people say that you are strong-hearted for me. Then I would like to say few words for those people who said to me, you don't have a heart. Yes, you have a stone heart. दोस्तों, रेत पे नाम कभी लिखते नहीं, रेत पे नाम कभी लिखते नहीं, क्योंकि रेत पे लिखे हुए नाम कभी टिकते नहीं। और ये दुनिया वाले कहते हैं कि ऋषिकेश तुम पत्थर दिल हो। अरे ये दुनिया वाले, इस पत्थर पर लिखे नाम कभी मिटते नहीं। Okay, I'm going to invite the next speaker, who is the shining star of the DIT, as well as he is the very handsome, as well as he is the very talented. Yes, my dear friends, he is none other than one and only Mr. Pushkar Jaiswal. So please put your hands together for Pushkar.
Thank you, my God, and guys. So welcome to all for the participate to this beautiful session. And I'm also participating in this session. I'm going to deliver our thought on the issue of the war of the Russia and Ukraine. So Russia and Ukraine war is not a one-day war. So this is a historical war. So I will take a difference of history. So all will be cooperate with me because my voice is a very poor. So this is Pushkar. Today I'm going to speak on the issue of Russia and Ukraine war. We all has a listen read in the any reading topic, that is the Bolshevik revolution. That was a big revolution, big socialist revolution in the earth. In the earth, the revolution has started with First World War time. That is the 1972. That revolution ended in the 1922. But you will search in Wikipedia said that this revolution ended in 2023. But that was very not reality. That revolution has ended in 1922. The revolution led by the Lenin. Lenin was the floor of Karl Marx. Karl Marx was the supporter of socialists. Due to their revolution against for the capitalist, they want to restore for the socialist. They are provoking to the all. Their revolution after make a big country, that was the United Soviet Socialist Republic. That is the USSR. That was a federal country. It means their country are made it to the lots of states. Their country was made to the make lots of states. It means across 16 states are created, and after they are cooperating power, that was the USSR, and make a new country. USSR, it means United Soviet Socialist Republican, and they are running to the Bolshevik leaders. The country was running to the Bolshevik leader, and they wonderful leader this country. After the country, we cut to that, we are coming on the after Second World War. Western country was the make an alliance, that was the NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That was the basically focus on the trade and financial support, and that was a big factor of the treaty. That was a military alliance. They want to paralyze Russian dominance on the Asian region. But 1951, USSR also declared a war against the USA and NATO country. That was the Cold War started. But we also say that USSR was the federal country due to Ukraine the signature on the MGP non-nuclear treaty, non-propagation of nuclear treaty. And due to 1949, and due to this war, Russian financial collapsed due to Russian Soviet country had collapsed in 15 region in 1991, and in 1991 that time Ukraine had provided by the Russia that 3,000 nuclear weapons, but they are sent to relativity due to they did a demolition of all weapons on self. They did signature to the support of the security support for the USSR, and cut to back, we are coming on the 2008 Russia, Ukraine said we wants to join to NATO, but Russia had won on the issue. But 2014, Russia lastly envisioned in the Ukrainian region that was captured by Crimea and Crimea Peninsula, and after they did a fully captured adoption, and they were fully powerful on the Russia was fully powerful in the Black Sea. That was a big threat for the USA and NATO country. 2019 was a new president selected in general election. That was Volodymyr Zelenskyy, new president in Ukraine. They were also firstly they demanded to the $38 billion for the gas pipeline supporting to the Russia and European country. But Russia said that I will provide $38 billion per year. But Ukraine doesn't accept to the threat of Russian secretary, and they want to join. They again want to join the NATO. Due to that, the invasion of Syria on the Ukraine. Thank you. This is my speech for the listening.
Wow, what an extraordinary performance given by Mr. Pushkar Jaiswal. So please put your hands together for Mr. Pushkar Jaiswal. Okay, my dear comrades, I would like to